Toys for Bob has confirmed a brand new game in development. Let's talk about it. What's up guys, Canadian Guy here and back with a brand new news video. Yes, we actually have news. Toys for Bob has basically confirmed that they are working on a brand new game. Let me go over the evidence and then talk about what potentially it could be. First and foremost, the confirmation comes from a post that was made on August 15th, 2022. Toys for Bob said, quote, "Let's play a game. See if you can name every TFB title in order." What was shown was 18 shadow boxes that includes a physical disc for each title that they have shipped. Now, immediately, I knew that something was, well, off. The numbers were not exactly adding up. The first thing that I asked was, does this include supported titles or games that Toys for Bob were the main developers on? Toys for Bob worked on the Insane trilogy for the Nintendo Switch port as a support studio, as well as the recent Call of Duty and Warzone. If this post included those, then I honestly wouldn't be excited. However, if this were titles that Toys for Bob were lead devs on, if I counted correctly, Toys for Bob led development on 17 titles. And yet, this picture showed an 18th shadow box. Immediately, we got to work to figure out which projects were displayed on the wall. Did they include Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, Call of Duty, maybe an old unknown title? Well, luckily, we can go to the Crash Bandicoot 4 anniversary video that they posted on Twitter, where they have B-roll of the entire studio. If we stop here, we can see a picture of these exact shadow boxes that they are teasing in this social media post. Now, in the 16th spot was Spyro Reignited Trilogy, and not Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Not only was Crash Insane not in the 16th spot, Crash Insane was completely missing, even though Toys for Bob worked as a support on that project. So, if the 16th spot was Spyro, and the 17th spot is assumed to be Crash Bandicoot 4, then what holds the 18th spot? Then, the next day, they posted a follow-up post saying, quote, "Thanks for playing along. How many did you guess correctly? You know, it's pretty convenient we have more wall space to cover." And then, our eyes were shown the revealing detail. Every game that was on that wall was revealed, except for the 18th shadow box, which was blacked out with question marks. Toys for Bob is teasing their 18th game that is now in development, and it's a game that, at the time of making this video, has not been announced yet. Now, some people are going to be pessimistic and immediately say, oh, it's Call of Duty, or oh, it's Overwatch. Well, I'm about to debunk both of those. Every single one of these projects on the wall are projects that Toys for Bob took lead development on. Take a look at all the other games. Notice how there are some missing that we know for a fact that Toys for Bob worked on. Notice how not only is Crash Insane missing, but Skylanders, Swap Force, and Superchargers. Toys for Bob was literally the creators of the Skylanders IP. It's literally what made the studio explode in popularity. Why wouldn't 2 of the 6 games that was a part of that explosion, including Swap Force, which is considered to be one of the biggest Skylanders games in terms of sales, be on that wall? That's because those titles were developed by Vicarious Visions as the main lead developers. While Toys for Bob did have a hand in their development, they were not the ones who were taking lead on the project. Same thing for Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy and Call of Duty, and yet it's definitely not on their wall of projects. That's because the wall is dedicated to projects that Toys for Bob specifically led the charge on. So, if this project is on that wall, it's a project that Toys for Bob is leading. Therefore, Toys for Bob has a brand new game in development. Now, it begs the next question. What is it? To me, it comes down to 3 titles: Wumpa League, Spyro 4, or an entirely new title. Personally, I think it's Wumpa League. Spyro 4 I think is still another year out, and I still think Beanox is involved with that. And of course, if it's a brand new IP, well, there's no evidence to suggest or not suggest that it's that. However, Wumpa League has been teased now for a while, and it has been such a pain. But If it's what we think it is, which seems to be a 4v4 PvP battle arena, assets, models, and characters from Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time can be recycled and used in this PvP mode, thus faster to develop than a brand new title or IP. Now, here's where things get weird. If you take a look at the 18th frame, you can see that it's actually, well, photoshopped. The shadow on the left side of the box does not match, and when you compare it to frame 17, you can see the shadows and highlights perfectly match. However, the picture has been blurred and slightly squished. This makes sense because, well, the game hasn't even been announced yet. It would be odd to have a shadow box of a game that hasn't even gone gold for print, if it even will be printed. It's strongly speculated that Wumpa League will be a free-to-play game, so it likely would not come with a physical disc. Now, when are we going to see this game? We have been teased about Wumpa League for such a long time. This has become the question of the hour. Could it be at a State of Play, the Game Awards, Crash's anniversary, Spyro's anniversary? We do not know. The only thing that I can say is that Activision has released a family-friendly title every single year for well over a decade. That includes Crash on the Run in 2021. Thus far in 2022, they have not released anything that ticks the family-friendly category. So maybe we will see something by the end of the year. But again, there is no certainty there. The important thing is, Toys for Bob has confirmed that they are working on a brand new title. A title that they are leading the charge on. And I cannot wait to see what it is.